Luke Shaman TV here with Chris Millington, so a 2-0 defeat. What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it just feels like we've just been Bromley. To be fair, I think they've done they've done what they do. They're a team who, they've been doing that to teams all season, and they do it well, and that's why they're in the position they're in. We've controlled large periods of the game with the ball. We've controlled the tempo of the game for large periods, but without really hurting them and without being able to break them down. So it's a fair result, but it hurts because they've not done anything that we didn't expect. They've not done anything that's taken us by surprise. We've not come up against anything that we weren't prepared for, but they've just done what they do better than we've done what we do.
Got to a fairly even start, chances for both sides in the opening periods, and then certainly long stretches of quite quiet spells.
Yeah, they were very bright first 5 minutes, and they got a couple of set pieces, and the crowd got behind them. And then after that, I thought we did very well, controlled possession for large periods, built through the thirds. We looked like we carried a threat with the ball in terms of getting up the pitch. But when it came to the final third, we didn't really create enough, and this is the problem you get playing Bromley, especially here. A tight pitch, a dry 3G, and it can be difficult to break them down. They sit in, they're not really that interested in having the ball. I think they're a bottom 3 team in terms of possession stats in the league, and that's their style. That's how they play. They're not that interested in having it. They want to get men behind the ball. They've got today 3 very, very solid centre halves in, 2 very good defensive wing backs, a centre mid who's just going to sit in, and they make themselves very hard to break down. So that's what they do, and then they've scored 2 absolute worldies. I think the first one is the biggest frustration because Max Wright's fouled just inside our half. He's on the floor holding a knock from a foul, and they go up the other end, and the lad scores from where the area that Max would be defending had he not been fouled. But it's a great finish, and then a similar one in the second half. And the thing that hurts about that is the timing of it. Really, it's a real blow to concede. We spoke about how we were going to hurt them and what we were going to do to get ourselves back in the game, and you find yourselves 2 down, and here in the form they're in at that stage of the game. It's a mountain to climb because they're not going to give you anything here. You have to earn it, and it was very difficult to overcome them today.
As you say, going 2-0 down so early in that second half, and then just wasn't able to create anything too clear cut for ourselves and for the remainder of the half, really.
No, yeah, that's it. Absolutely right. We didn't create anything of any real quality, and that's frustrating. But it's not surprising. Not because of our lads, more because of the quality with Bromley dropping into a line of 5 with at least 3 in front of them, sometimes 4 in front of them to protect them, and it becomes very hard to break down, especially on a sticky, dry 3G. We're not a team who can just lump it into the box and have the physical presence of Michael Cheek, the resilient shape of Olamola, the players backing it up, like Whiteley, who's a strong athlete. We don't have that. We're not fortunate enough to have as many of those type of players as Bromley have got. So we have to play the way we're playing, and that's what we'll stick to. And against most teams, it should be enough to get us points. And against Bromley, I think it'd be enough to get us points if we were on a slicker surface, a bigger pitch, the expanse of the Shea like it was on the opening day.
Of course, obviously, week off now, back to the Shays, and then it's Boreham Wood at home, which will be another tough test.
Yeah, it'll be another battle, but like I say, I just mentioned then the space and the size of the Shea means that our style should have more impact and should create more opportunities, and Boreham Wood, we'll see what they bring. I know they're on a good run of form at the moment, and they've certainly turned the season round from where they were early stages of the season, and I never had any doubt that would happen, because I know what level of work goes into preparing them as a team. So it's no surprise that they're on an upward trajectory, and but we'll impose our style much better on the Shay, and hopefully the surface there is fit for us to get the ball down and play.
Thank you.
Thanks, Luke.